Welcome back to Cloud 2K, and today I'm rebuilding the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's go. The Minnesota Timberwolves are a very interesting team to be rebuilding in 2K because last year they were in the conference finals, and then of course in the offseason make the big trade, sending Karl-Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Now, it hasn't exactly been a good trade for them. Dante DiVincenzo has been struggling to shoot the ball very, very mightily to start the season. Julius Randle, the fit with him and Rudy Gobert in the front court is not great, and I think a lot of people saw that coming into this season. It's always been one of those head-scratching trades. Why, after making the conference finals, you trade your second-best player away? I don't know. I can't really answer that question, but they've had a really, really weird start to the season, a pretty mediocre start to the season, and there's already talks of retrading Julius Randle and maybe even Dante DiVincenzo because of how bad they've been. So, I'm going to rebuild them here in 2K. The only people that are safe is Anthony Edwards, is Naz Reid, is Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Rob Dillingham. Other than that, a lot of people can go because we're on some big, big contracts, or they're just getting older as like the Mike Conley, as like the Joe Ingles. Again, Rudy Gobert also 32 years old. Julius Randle, I just don't want on the team long term. Jaden McDaniels is only 24, but making a lot of money. So we'll probably try to keep him, but I don't really know if we really, I don't know if we will or not. I don't know. So this is gonna be one of those rebuilds where I like to try to keep like as many people from the real life team on the team throughout my rebuilds. If you watch any of those in the past, this might be one of those teams that doesn't really happen. Again, I want to develop Rob Dillingham into being the starting point guard. Obviously, Anthony Edwards is our superstar. Maybe we keep Dante. If we can get Dante back into the high 70s, he's going to be a fine bench player. Other than that, I don't really know. Jaden McDaniels is never going to really be much more in 2K because his offense game just doesn't really show up. And the way he plays defense doesn't really show up in 2K that well. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I would like to also make a bench piece. But other than that, Josh Minot, maybe if we can get him to like the mid to higher 70s by year 3. Leonard Miller, kind of same thing. These two guys where it's like, it's possible, but I don't know how likely it is, obviously. And then the center spot, Rudy Gobert, man, I mean, he's under contract, but he's probably going to be in the high 70s, low 80s by the end of the rebuild. Naz Reid, if we can re-sign him after this season, that'd be great. It's a lot of talking. I understand it's a lot of talking, but this team usually does pretty well in 2K. So I think to start the season, I'm going to leave the team as it is. Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, then Rudy Gobert. Then off the bench, Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dante DiVincenzo, and then we're going to give these last minutes not to Joe Ingles, but to Rob Dillingham because he's not really getting a lot of playtime in real life. So I figured we might as well give it to him here in 2K. And Game 1 of the season, we played the Los Angeles Lakers. We win by 13 points, LeBron 25, but 28, 6, 5, and 4 from Anthony Edwards. Naz Reid gives us 20 points off the bench. Mike Conley, 19, 7, and 6. A phenomenal game for him. Rob Dillingham, 12 points, a rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals. We're going to go to the trade deadline, and maybe we move off of like Nickeil Alexander, or not Nickeil Alexander, maybe like Julius Randle because he is on the end of his contract, or does he have an option? Julius Randle might have an option. I can't remember off the top of my head. If that's the case, we're definitely going to trade him. A player option, we're definitely, I mean, if we can win a championship, maybe not. But if we're kind of struggling, Julius Randle is definitely going to be gone. At the trade deadline, we are 39-12. We're the 1 seed, a game above the Mavericks. Like I said, usually 2K does the Timberwolves pretty good. So I don't know if I'm going to trade anybody. Anthony Edwards, 28.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 50, 40, 78%. About a steal and a half a game. We'll take that. Julius Randle, 24, 7, and 5. Playing pretty damn well, so maybe we keep him around. Rudy Gobert, points are definitely down. Naz Reid, 18 points, 9 rebounds, about an assist, a steal, and a block off the bench. 50, 45, 90. Mike Conley, 10 and 7-ish. I'll take that. Jaden McDaniels, 8 points, 2 assists, a little bit over a steal a game, a half a block game, 35% from 3. Cannot shoot from the free throw line, though. Oh, my goodness. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 7, 3, and 3. Pretty much, unfortunately, I think it's pretty obvious in real life Jaden McDaniels is the better player, but him and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in 2K are pretty much going to perform exactly the same, which makes me worried about paying Jaden McDaniels so much money compared to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. But Dante DiVincenzo, 9 points, 3.5 assists, a steal a game, 35% from 3. Then Rob Dillingham, 7 points, 2 assists, 37% from 3. I think, I don't do this very often, but I think I'm going to mess with the shot tendency, or not shot tendency, the passing tendency of a guy like Rob Dillingham. Not much. Like it's 45. We're gonna make it 60 just because we don't really have a lot of playmaking. So I think that might help us out. But honestly, like Julius Randle's probably gonna take his player option, right? Naz Reid also has an option as well. But like, what can I get? What can I get for Julius Randle? I don't know if I really want to move on from him right now. The way we're playing, I might just leave it what it is. I mean, Trae Young, okay, but like, yeah, there's not really a lot of contracts that I want to trade right now. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna leave it. I think I'm gonna leave the team as it is year one. I know it's kind of a boring year one, but they're a really, really good team, so we'll see. At the end of year one, Luka Doncic is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Jared McCain, who actually just sprained, or I think completely tore, maybe just sprained his MCL. So he's probably going to be out maybe for the rest of the season, at least for an extended period of time. Shout out to Jared McCain. Rest up. Hopefully see you back next year. But he wins Rookie of the Year in this 2K sim. Naz Reid, 6th Player of the Year. Vic Depoy, of course. Jalen Suggs, Most Improved Players, a new one. Shea, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. And then obviously Jordan Hobson is going to be... No, that's not us. I just noticed that. That is the Mavericks Exec of the Year. So I don't get... Well, I didn't do anything, so I guess that's kind of fair. But it looks like we're the 1 seed. All NBA teams, we have nobody on the first team. Nobody on the second team. Okay, we do... No. No Anthony Edwards? Did I miss Anthony Edwards? Anthony Davis. So no Timberwolves, huh? Okay. All defensive teams? Rudy Gobert. No All-NBA team for Anthony Davis. Or Anthony Edwards. Interesting. Okay, well, we have the Clippers in the first round, who is going to be James Harden, Kevin Porter Jr., Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, and Zubac, pretty much. I think we're just a much better team. We should handle this pretty easily. We win game 1. I'm not really worried about this first round matchup. We win game 2. We're up 3-0. We're going to sweep them in 4, or obviously in 4. We sweep them. We hit the Denver Nuggets in the second round, who I just rebuilt on Monday. Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. They have not changed that starting lineup. We win game 1. Game 2, we lose by 2 points. Dante DiVincenzo gives us 23 points in 18 minutes. But it looks like Anthony Edwards has, I mean, I still can't believe he didn't make an All-NBA team. That's kind of crazy. But only 19 points. We do lose game 2. Game 3, we are up 2-1, 3-1 us. Let's make it 5. We gentlemen sweep, so we sweep and then gentlemen sweep. We have the Dallas Mavericks in the conference finals. Luka, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, and Derek Lively. I think we should win this. We lose game 1 by 16 points, 39 points from Anthony Edwards, but 43, 11, and 10 from Luka Doncic in game 1. We tie the series 1-1. We're down 2-1 if we lose another one. Somebody's losing their minutes. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is starting over Jaden McDaniels, if that's what they think. And then Rob Dillingham is going to lose his minutes to Dante DiVincenzo. Game 5, we win game 5 by 31 points. We blow them at 43, 8, and 5 from Anthony Edwards. He's playing 45 minutes a game. Dante didn't really do much in his 17 minutes. Game 6, we force a Game 7 with Anthony Edwards 39 points. We're going to simcast Game 7 to get to the finals in our first year of the rebuild. We are at home in Minnesota, hoping that does a lot for us. Going into the fourth quarter, we are up by 19, almost 20 points. We're up by still 11, 13, and it looks like we're going to walk out with a 12-point victory on the back of 31 points from Anthony Edwards. We get 14 and 10 from Mike Conley. Naz Reid gives us 13 and 10 as well. We are in the finals on the first year against the Boston Celtics, who usually don't do very well in simulation. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kristaps Porzingis. Obviously, a phenomenal team in real life. We win game 1 by 27 points. 29 from Ant, 28, 12, and 5 steals for Mike Conley, 21 from Julius Randle. Jaylen Brown gives him 37, Tatum gives him 25, but not enough as we put up 152 on the board. Game 2, we win by 26. We are up 3-0 as we hold them to 79 points. Jaylen Brown shoots 6 for 20. Porzingis, 2 for 10. Derek White, 1 for 12. As Anthony Edwards gives us 41. Julius Randle, 34, 7, and 7. Naz Reid, 22 and 10. Are we going to win the finals in year 1? We sweep. Anthony Edwards, 38, 6, and 4.5 with 2 steals and a half, 1.5 blocks a game. Is your finals MVP, and boom. Just like that, Mike Conley is going to retire. I'm going to let him retire. You just won a championship, my guy. You just won a championship. I'll let you walk away from the game. I fully believe it's his first championship. Now, Timberwolves. The Jazz have our pick? I guess from the Rudy Gobert trade. No problem. We're going to go to team player options because we definitely are going to have to sign some people. Julius Randle accepts. Naz Reid accepts his as well. We're gonna accept Josh's team option as well. Looks like we're not gonna have to pay anybody right now. At least we have Rob Dillingham. We have Ant. We have Dante DiVincenzo's 3, 4 with McDaniels, 5 with Julius Randle, and then 6 and 7 with Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid. So we still need like another point guard to help us out, and then Nickeil Alexander-Walker. D'Lo is here. Do I want to bring D'Lo back, or I can bring back like a Delano Banton? I'm gonna bring in D'Lo. Let's bring in D'Lo. Yeah, as you guys know, he was here before, back 2020. I was traded here in like the 2019-2020 season. There for a couple seasons until he was traded to the Lakers, where he is now. And then also Nickeil Alexander-Walker is a guy that I would like to keep on the team. And it looks like we're going to sign both, and we're going to just renounce the rights on everybody else. As long as we get those two, I'm going to be very, very happy. And I think we honestly have another solid team for next year's run. Now, I think D'Lo is probably going to regress into this like 78, 79 range, but hopefully we get that like a 77, 78 range for Rob Dillingham to kind of balance it out. But other than that, I think we have something right now. We'll see about Josh and Leonard Miller, and then we had a rookie here. Was that for second round pick, 70 overall, 18-year-old. We'll see how that goes for us. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the roster. Player progression for year 3 sees Anthony Edwards go up 2 to a 95 overall. Julius Randle drops 1 to an 85. Rudy Gobert drops 2 to an 83. Jaden McDaniels goes up 1. Naz Reid drops by 1. Naz Reid drops by 1 at 25. Okay, even though he got better at his playmaking and his IQ, sure. Rob Dillingham goes up 6 overall points to an 80 overall. He got better literally across the board. I mean, literally. Nickeil Alexander-Walker does go up 1. D'Lo is a 79. Dante goes back up to a 78. Monte Morris actually progresses as well. And then these guys have got +3, so still probably not going to... Well, they're definitely not going to... They're not going to crack the rotation this year, and that's okay. So our lineup for year 2 is going to be Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid off the bench with D'Lo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Dante DiVincenzo when we go back to a 9-man rotation. So, I mean, pretty much the same team as last year. We just bring in D'Lo instead of Mike Conley, and Rob Dillingham got a lot better. Now, the problem is, Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle might both need to be moved at this trade deadline, or maybe we stick it out through the rest of the season, maybe win a second championship, and then just let Julius Randle walk, and then we could trade Rudy Gobert. I don't really know. We'll see how we are at the trade deadline. At the trade deadline, we are 39-13, still the 1 seed, about a very, very similar area to where we were last season, which makes me hesitant to trade anybody. Anthony Edwards, 28, 6, 4 assists. We'll take that. Julius Randle, still 24, 7, and 4 on 36% from 3. It's really, really hard to trade that right now. Rudy Gobert, 8 and 10. It's hard. I might trade him this offseason. I don't really see a point in trading him right now because we're so good. Jaden McDaniels just can't score the ball, man. That's frustrating. Naz Reid took a bit of a step back. I think his minutes might have dropped a little bit. Rob Dillingham, though, 16 points, 7 assists, 45, 40, 85. We love that. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, again, kind of lost a bit of his minutes. D'Lo as a backup point guard, 13 points, 3.5 assists. Actually, really, really good for us. And then Dante DiVincenzo, 8 points. We're just a really, really good team right now. And again, I think this might be another trade deadline where we just don't do anything. Now, it's super unrealistic to make a trade in this situation. I get that. So I'm probably not going to. But to not at least see an offer for Rudy Gobert would be dumb. You know what I mean? And unless it's for another, like, quality center, I don't see it happening. And as of right now, I mean, Isaiah Hartenstein, that's 6 years younger. Problem is the contract, he's up after this season, right? He's got a team option for next year for $28 million versus, what, about 40, $35-ish million? $36 to $40 million. Oof. Oh, that's a tough trade not to do. I'm going to hold steady, though. I'm going to hold steady. We're going to go to the trade deadline, or we're going to go to the end of the season, actually. I feel like I've been doing a pretty realistic package. Like, for this rebuilds, I feel like been pretty realistic. I don't want to throw that all away by trading a guy mid-season as we're 1 seed, you know what I mean? So, We'll let it run. We'll actually go to contract extensions. Usually I don't do this, but I mean, Julius Randle will resign. Do I give him a contract? I'm going to give him a contract. A 3-year extension. He accepts that. Rudy Gobert, no, I'm not doing that. Naz Reid, also a 3-year extension for only $6 million a year. Yeah, I think we just locked up this core for the rest of the rebuild. At the end of season 2, Vic is your MVP 31-15-5. That's, okay, about 50, 40, 90 almost. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year in the nation's capital. Flag in the capital. That's pretty good, pretty good. Jaime Jaquez Jr. is your 6th Player of the Year. Vic Depoy. Rob Dillingham, Most Improved. Last year we got 6th Man of the Year. This year we get Most Improved. 2 different people, obviously, but 16 points, about 7 assists, 45-ish, 40% from 3, and 87% from the free throw line. We will take that. Steph Curry, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch, another Coach of the Year, and Ian Crawford, Executive of the Year, even though this year we didn't do anything at all. And still no Anthony Edwards. Wow. Okay, we got nobody this year, huh? No awards this year at all, as another 1 seed's around. Whatever. We have the New Orleans Pelicans this first round. DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Ben Simmons. Talk about a lineup that cannot shoot the basketball outside of like 10 feet or 15 feet. My. We're up 2-0. I think we should be able to dog walk this team. As they do beat us, they put up 142. They put up 142 on what? 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 made 3-pointers. I guess I could have looked at it. That's my bad. 10 for 21. Okay. How many free throws, though? 38 points on free. They took 51 free throw attempts. All right, game. All right, yeah, we're up 3-1. They're free throw merchants. Come on, don't come at me like that. The Houston Rockets in the second round. Reed Shepard, Amin Thompson, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. They are now the 2 seed in the Western Conference in real life as I'm recording this. They're having a phenomenal season. So it makes sense they're good in 2K. We beat them game 1. We beat them game 2. We blow them out game 2. We're up 3-0. Let's go ahead and sweep them. We sweep them. You guys aren't ready yet. Now, OKC in the conference finals. Shea, Case Wallace, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren. I still think we should be able to beat this team. Whoa, we beat them by 52 points. Julius Randle, 30 points, 26 and 8 from Rob Dillingham. D'Lo, 22, only 20 from Anthony Edwards, 17 from Naz Reid, 17 from DiVincenzo, 14 from Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert. I mean, hey, you're there. You're there. We're up 2-0. We're up 3. We're just going to dominate. We are 12-1. We are 12-1 in our conference, taking on the Raptors. Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl. Shout out the Raptors. I just rebuilt them last week, I believe. We're up 1-0. We're going to walk to a second finals. We're going to walk to our second finals. Anthony Edwards, another finals MVP. LeBron, Brook Lopez, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Steph Curry. Wow, what a class. What a retirement class this year. We're going to go to our team player options. We've already won 2 finals. I mean, Rob Dillingham, we're going to accept. Leonard Miller, we're also going to accept. Terrence Shannon, you can go. I'm sorry, you don't fit what we're doing right now. Rob Dillingham, D'Lo, we're going to keep. Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo. That's 4, 5 and Jay McDaniels, 6 and Alexander Walker, 7 with Julius Randle, 8 and 9 with Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid. Rudy Gobert, again, might get traded. Leonard Miller also might progress enough that we can move him in a trade package as well. But at this point in time, we're just going to bring in a Monte Morris. We're going to bring back Monte Morris for 1 year, and I think we have our team for next season. So we're going to go to play progression for year 3. Anthony Edwards goes up 2 more to a 97 overall, one of the best players in the entire NBA. Julius Randle goes up to an 86. Rob Dillingham, another 4 to an 84. Jamin Daniels to an 83. 1 for Naz Reid to get back up to an 81. Rudy Gobert's an 81. Yeah, Rudy Gobert needs to go. We're going to look for a trade package. So looking for a Rudy Gobert trade package, I mean, if that Isaiah Hartenstein there, like, if that deal's still there, there's not a world I don't take that trade nowadays. I was hesitant because, like, we were so good. In hindsight, yeah, should I have taken it? But it was super unrealistic for us to do that. And, of course, it's not there. What about a second first-round pick? I want Isaiah Hartenstein. I want him on the team. Okay, is he still going to be with... Oh my God! I just blanked. The Thunder. Is he still going to be on the Thunder? Can I find Isaiah Hartenstein? We'll go to the Thunder here. He is not. Okay. So let's look at centers. DeAndre Ayton. No, I want that. I want Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't think anybody else is really going to fit this team, kind of like what I want this team to be. So where did he go? Isaiah Hartenstein is now a backup. Oh, I mean, it's a good spot. It's a good spot, but I'll give you Rudy Gobert. 19 million. Oh, they don't have the cap room. Oh, Luka's gone. Luka's gone. Okay. Klay Thompson's contract. Klay Thompson's contract is a lot. Can I trade you Theo Allen? Yeah, okay. So Rudy Gobert, Theo Allen, that works out contractually. We just got to take on the 17 million of Klay Thompson at this point in time. We now have 3 total first-round picks I can give you. There's 2. Am I gonna dude? Don't whoa. Don't tell me to make all 3. Still no. I'll give you a second-round pick. So Rudy Gobert and 3 first-round picks is not enough for Isaiah Hartenstein, huh? We really lost value on Rudy Gobert, didn't we? We really lost value with Rudy Gobert. Okay. So, well, that kind of changes things. Vucevic is just not really the center we need. Jared Allen, that's a good replacement for Rudy Gobert, right? There's an exception in there. Obviously, that's not going to do it. We have 3 first-round picks we can give you. Technically, you're better than Isaiah Hartenstein, and Rudy Gobert has a little bit more value to you guys. So that's not going to work. What about, we have 2 more seconds we can throw in there as well. We might be able to throw them like take out the seconds. I'll throw you a Leonard Miller. So he's a 76 overall. That's pretty much, it's about the same amount of value as another first-round pick. So, I guess that's helpful. We add the second-round pick. We get Jared Allen. We move on. From Rudy Gobert to get a younger version of pretty much of them. Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Jared Allen. Pretty much the same spacing problems, but it's been working out. With Naz Reid, D'Angelo Russell, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Dante DiVincenzo off the bench, I'm pretty proud of myself. In year 3, with 2 championships, we basically have the same team outside of a backup point guard, just bringing back a guy that was here a couple years ago, and then trading for Jared Allen. So I'll take it. At the trade deadline, we are 42-6. We're 10 games above the Nuggets for the 2 seed. I think it's pretty obvious I'm not making the trade. Anthony Edwards, 29, 6.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 55, 43% from the 3-point line, 13 and 11 from Jared Allen, a steal a game, a block a game, way better than what we would have got from Rudy Gobert. 22, 6, and 4 from Julius Randle. Took a bit of a hit this year, points-wise, but still really good. Rob Dillingham, 16, 7.5. Not shooting quite as well, I guess, from the 3-point line, but you'll still take 37%. Jaden McDaniels, again, we held on to him. I wasn't really sure if you'd hold on to him, but we held on to him, and we've been, like I said, pretty much just rocking out with the same team the entire rebuild, outside of a couple, I say minor changes. I guess Jared Allen for Rudy Gobert is a pretty major change. Similar player, but just obviously 2 different players, but you know. Vic, another MVP award. Igor, I think is how you pronounce his name. I don't know. Rookie of the Year. Also 6th Player of the Year. Vic Depoy. Jalen Tyson, most improved. Shout out Jalen Tyson. He's been really good in real life this year. Victor Wembanyama, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. 71 and 11. Ian Crawford, Executive of the Year. Please tell me Anthony Edwards got it. Finally, Anthony Edwards gets All-NBA 3rd team. He only averaged 28, 6, and 4. I mean, I guess technically, it is a little bit better than last year. So we'll take that. All defensive teams, we have nobody again. I mean, it is what it is. We're also the 1 seed. The Portland Trailblazers have made their way to the playoffs. Scoot Henderson, whatever. Trey Johnson, Denny Avdia, Peyton Watson, and Donovan Clingan. I mean, no, we're just a much better team than this. They're the 8 seed. Shout out, they made it through the play-in. What were they in the play-in? They were the 7 seed. Okay. So, yeah, they made the playoffs legitimately. They steal a game from us. Shout out to them. They steal a game for us. But now, oh, God. For the first time in this video, taking on San Antonio, Tyus Jones, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Miles Bridges, and Victor Wembanyama. We know Victor Wembanyama is an absolute demon in this game. We are up 1-0. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0. We are going to sweep them because we are just that much better. The Pelicans in the conference final. DeJounte, Brandon Boston Jr., Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Isaiah Jackson. Shout out Isaiah Jackson out for the year with a torn ACL, I believe. They beat us game 1. We tied the series 1-1. We're up 2-1. Yeah, look, that was a fluke. That was a game 6. Okay. Anthony Edwards Conference Finals MVP again. We have the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Benedict Mathurin, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner into center spot. Can we go 3 for 3? Can we go 3 for 3? We lose game 1 by 6. We're down 0-2. We are down 0-2. That is not good. We're going to drop to an 8-man. They're going to start Nickeil Alexander-Walker again, and Dante DiVincenzo is going to lose his minutes. Okay, 2-1. 2-2 series can we tie, or I guess win. Yeah. 3-2 series. We're going to go into Simcast, and if it's close, I'm hoping it's close. We'll jump in. If it's not close, then there's really no point in seeing our third stringers, our backups. And yeah, we're up by like 20. Yeah, we win the finals pretty easily. Anthony Edwards 29, 7, 3 assists is your finals MVP. We go 3, 4, 3. We've done made Anthony Edwards one of the best players of all time already that early. This team ends up being, I mean, I guess we'll go through the lineup. Or can I do that? I probably can't do that now. Whatever. We have Anthony Edwards, Jared Allen, Julius Randle, Rob Dillingham, Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, D'Angelo Russell, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Dante DiVincenzo. That is 7 out of our 9 players in our rotation that are on the team to this day. One of my most, I want to say realistic. I feel like bringing in D'Angelo Russell is like fine. Like I can buy that on a realism scale. It's the Jared Allen one for Rudy Gobert. It's like, okay, maybe that's a little unrealistic, but we're going to take it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Go check us out on Playback, Timeout with J&G, the podcast. We do the podcast on Thursdays, and then we stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Playback. Come watch a game with us. It's a lot of fun. On this video, go down, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers, but I cannot do that without each and every one of you hitting that button. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.